Decision-making mental model, the margin of safety. What happens when you don't include this simple mental model called margin of safety in your decision-making toolkit? How can you live on the edge while making critical decisions without considering the margin of safety? Let's discuss this fascinating and often neglected concept while making decisions. The margin of safety is a mental model. Mental models are concepts that represent your understanding of how something in the world works. I encourage you to watch the video on what are mental models to consolidate your learning. Hi, I'm Sarit Tagore. My channel is all about providing you with tools and techniques for optimal living and continuous self-improvement. Welcome to another episode. Let's start with a quote. Charlie Munger said that margin of safety ought to be so attractive that the decision should be obvious. The margin of safety is the difference between success and failure. The term margin of safety, also known as the factor of safety, is borrowed from the engineering circles, which means the ability of a system to withstand a load that is greater than expected. It is a buffer between safety and unexpected danger. Systems do not function as anticipated. When you interact with complex systems, you must expect the unexpected. A margin of safety in your system can handle stresses and unpredictable events. Here is a hypothetical example. You need a bridge in your town that can handle 2000 cars daily. It would be unwise to construct it to be capable of handling precisely 2000 cars, right? What if there are more cars on the bridge on a particular day? What if the government allows trucks to pass through in the mornings and evenings? Whoever designs a bridge needs to add a considerable margin of safety so that the bridge can withstand more than 2000 cars in a day. In other words, the bridge is required to handle 2000 cars, but it should be capable of handling more than 2000 cars. Let's say it should be capable of handling 5000 cars. Okay. Therefore, the margin of safety is 5000 minus 2000, 3000, right? What the bridge is capable of handling. Hence, margin of safety becomes a significant gap between what the system is capable of handling and what it is required to handle. When calculating the margin of safety, you need to weigh how high the stakes are. The greater the cost of failure, the bigger the buffer. A large margin of safety doesn't eliminate the possibility of failure, but reduces it. We cannot escape from uncertainty as it creeps into every facet of our life. You can apply the margin of safety in many ways in your daily life. The main point is to prepare yourself for unforeseen circumstances and challenges by building a buffer between what you expect to happen and what could happen. Let me share how I apply this model in my daily life. I use margin of safety when planning my day. If it takes 30 minutes to reach somewhere, I leave at least 45 minutes before to keep a margin of safety of 15 minutes. I don't schedule back-to-back meetings. I book my appointments for 25 minutes or 50 minutes to have a buffer between meetings. I have changed the default settings of Outlook app so that it only shows me time blocks of 25 and 50 minutes. If you are running late or missing appointments, you live without a margin of safety. Always give yourself a healthy margin of safety. You are the best judge of how much margin of safety to include in your calendar. I keep the margin of safety while exercising. I exercise every day, contrary to the advice that says you must exercise to the point of failure. I build a margin of safety in my exercise routines. I use a margin of safety by completing each set with at least one repetition less to reduce the chances of injury. This approach also helps me to complete each repetition with proper technique. Training to failure removes the margin of safety, and I personally don't like that approach. I use margin of safety while investing. My son is a serious investor and wants to take up investing as a full-time career. And he often quotes Warren Buffett, the guru and god of investing, who always uses margin of safety when investing in stocks. The margin of safety is the gap between the intrinsic value of the stock and its market price. Warren Buffett's business partner, Charlie Munger, said that the margin of safety ought to be so attractive, the decision should be obvious. I use margin of safety while managing projects. I always keep a margin of safety for every project deliverable. It is often better to plan for the worst case scenario deadlines that doesn't derail the project if something goes wrong. I use the margin of safety for personal finances. I always keep a buffer for rainy days. If I spend whatever I earn, I don't have any margin of safety. Expenses shrink the margin of safety and savings expand. With a large pad of cash, I can withstand an unpleasant surprise. Undoubtedly, life is uncertain and it is getting more complicated. Simplify your life by baking in the margin of safety in your decision-making process. It will serve you well and improve the outcomes of your decisions. The most significant benefit of safety is to reduce stress. You will develop a sense of confidence and know you can handle the unforeseen in your life. If your life can only control the known challenges, it will break apart when something unexpected happens. Always be more robust than you need. Allow cars to travel on your bridge. Don't forget to include margin of safety in your decision-making toolkit, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you go. There you have it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.